Good afternoon, Placer Valley Sunrise Rotary. This is Darla Gale. I'm the CEO and founder of Heartstrings Counseling in Loomis, and I'm also a licensed marriage and family therapist. I'm doing this video from my home because I am quarantined right now. I was exposed to COVID a few days ago, so I was hoping to be able to come in and give you a tour of our office and show you all of our counseling rooms, but I can't do that today, so I'm doing what I can from home. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I wanted to just share a little bit of information on who we are and what we do. We are a 501c3 nonprofit corporation, and our mission is to provide high quality, affordable counseling at low to no cost counseling services for those who cannot afford it. And we do offer a sliding scale, which ranges from 60 to 100 a session. Normally licensed therapists will charge anywhere from $120 to $185. So we like to go on the lower end and work with people who can't afford those regular therapy prices. As I continue here, our vision at Heartstrings is to strive to create a positive and lasting change and personal growth that will brace and sustain the hearts and lives of individuals, couples, families, teens, children. And so we do work with a very wide demographic. We have 9 counseling offices. We just expanded 2 years ago. We were running out of 3 offices and then got too busy, and a dentist who worked below us, he ended up retiring. And so we were able to expand into his office and renovate our counseling, the dentist's office, into a counseling office. So we have 9 spaces available. We provide services to Placer County and beyond. We work with grief and loss and anxiety, depression, PTSD. We do couples counseling, premarital counseling, relationship counseling, family counseling, and we actually handle a wide range of psychological problems. We also work with child and parent problems as well. I have at the agency right now 17 therapists that I supervise. Our therapists are either in the last year of their master's program, or they have their master's degree and they're getting their hours to become licensed. Each therapist has to get 3,000 hours in order to become a licensed marriage and family therapist. So I supervise them weekly, help them with their cases, meet with them individually as well as in a group so that they can become the best they can be. So we have kind of a two-part vision where we serve the community at lower cost counseling or no cost counseling through our grants and donations. But I also work with these therapists to develop them into be the best they can be, and so that they can get licensed and do more of what we do at Heartstrings and possibly open their own agency one day. So we currently have provided 70% of our sessions for free and 30% at low cost. And that's due to the overwhelming amount of grants that we received last year. Those funds have been exhausted. And so now I'm got a sponsorship brochure I've sent out trying to raise funds so we can continue to work with those who can't afford it. We've got a couple different programs we're doing right now. We have been working with the campfire survivors since 2018. You all probably know that was one of the deadliest fires in the history in the state of California. And so we work with them for 3 years, and we are raising funds now to continue to work with them. And our other program we're doing is with first responders. There's a lot of first responders out there that need help. There used to be and there still is a little bit of a stigma about counseling for first responders. They have a hard time coming forward. Now that they know that I have trained the staff, we've gone through a first responder counseling training. They know that. I've been in touch with some of the chiefs out there. They're now sending their first responders to Heartstrings Counseling to get the help that they need. With that program, we'll be using any donations and grants that come in to help them. and offer them free counseling so they don't have to go through their employee assistance program, which is very hard for them to find a therapist, and especially one that that handles trauma and PTSD and the things that they need help with. The other program we have going on is our Healing Express. So we call it our Heartstrings Healing Express, which was a donated motorhome back in November of, not last year, the year before. And it's our crisis mobile counseling disaster program. So when there is a fire, or when there's an earthquake, or a crisis, a shooting, something like that, we can jump in that motorhome and go right to the victims and do crisis counseling right on site for them. So we have that available as well. We're expanding that program this year. The other thing we're doing at Heartstrings is writing a book. It's called Sifting Through the Ashes, Finding Beauty, Peace, Strength, and Hope. And that is a book to help anybody who's gone through a disaster on how to handle their mental health after they've been through one. So there's not a lot of things out there like this. These stories are written from the campfire survivors who had asked me to write this book. So they are true stories from escaping the flames in the campfire. And then we have a clinician's corner at the bottom of each story on how to deal with the things that they've dealt with, which is PTSD, it would be depression, loss, relationships. So we have sections on that. And then the back of the book is going to have an appendix of self-help exercises. Pretty big section on assessments and what you can do for self-help if you've been through a disaster and how to get through that. So that's a couple of our programs that we're doing. As far as where we've been seen, we have been, a lot of our stories have been in the media. We've been on Fox 40 News. We made it Gold Country Best of the Best, which was an honor to us as well. KCRCR, sorry about that. Channel 7 News, we were on that. We were written up in a story in Men's Health magazine. That was back in 2019, and that was about our work with the campfire as well. We are a resource in the National Geographic website on the documentary that they did on the campfire. There's an article on NBC News that we did. So a little bit of our publicity out there that we've done. Fox 40, I may have mentioned that. I went on there to talk about more about what we're doing. So that should give you a little bit more about what we do. I'm more about when there's a need, reaching out and going out and helping those people who need help. And I do what I can to raise funds so that we can offer the free counseling and get them what they need. So I hope I've covered most of what we do at Heartstrings Counseling. We are located at 6135 King Road, Suite B and C, and that's right in Loomis. And I'm just so happy I get to come on and do a video for you so I can tell you more about what we do. If any of you who see this video are interested in counseling, we have a promotion I'm doing right now, which is 5 sessions for $35 each session. So each session is $35, and we're doing 5 of those, and then it would go to our sliding scale after that. So if you or anybody you know needs some additional help, then give us a call. I'll set you up with a therapist, and that promotion is good until January 31st. So thank you for all that you do. And it was a pleasure doing this video for you. I hope you find it helpful. Have a great day. Happy New Year.